What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This isn't really a presidential update. I'm still running for president, and I guess you could consider this an update. Yeah, we'll call it an update. I'm gonna just give my opinion. I'm gonna title it something relating to this, so you probably know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go down a list of a bunch of old Disney Channel shows, right? Old, and I think some of these are still gonna be on today, and just give my opinion on them. The title says tier list. I'll say the tier out loud, but I can't screen record on my iPad. Because A, it's old and I don't know if it can do that. B, I don't know how to do that if it did. Just I'm sick, so just in case I do that a lot, I actually look kind of pale, but that might just be the light. But I'm sick, so I might be coughing a lot, and I sound weird, as I'm sure you noticed if you hadn't already known that. But alright, let's just get into the Disney Channel shows right now. But I'm still running for president, and as president, I feel like you should know my opinion on important topics like this. So, Jonas. It was only around for a year and a half, so Jonas was just about the Jonas Brothers being the Jonas Brothers. Like, that's what it was. You can't really tell the story of Disney without the Jonas Brothers, though. Especially Disney Channel, because they were, like, the original people that got big along with Hannah Montana from them. I don't remember the show being bad. I remember it being decent. I watched it a lot, so it must have been pretty good. I'll put that at a solid B, okay? By the way, the tiers, I should explain. S is the top, then A, B, C, D, and F. So, yeah. Liv and Maddie, that's still on today. I don't know if it ended, but it started in 2013, and when this article was published, it was still going. So, I don't hate it. It's not bad, I don't think, but I don't think it's necessarily good either. I'm leaning towards D, just because I like the Joey character for some obvious reasons. I mean, his name is Joey, and that's all I remember. I remember the young kid's kind of funny. Parker, I think he just kind of runs around and does dumb shit. But the main characters, the whole gimmick of the show is that the main characters are twins, and one of them went off to sing, like professionally as a child, but now she's back home, and her other twin is almost her complete opposite. That's the point of the show, and it doesn't really work that well, so I'm going to put it at D right now. Jake Long, American Dragon. 2005 to 2007, so I was 5 when this show stopped being new. I very vaguely remember it. But, in case you don't know what Jake Long, American Dragon is, first of all, I don't like you anymore. Second is that. So, yeah, Jake Long, American Dragon. I remember it being pretty good, but I don't remember much of it, so I'm going to put it at C for now because I had a lack of exposure. Cory in the House, 07 to 08. Now, this show is very popular in the meme and joke community, but I remember very little of this show. I remember he becomes president. I don't remember why. But Cory becomes president, and it's basically a spinoff of That's So Raven. I don't remember it being that good, but it's Cory in the House. I'm gonna put it at C. Jesse, that stopped airing in 2015, 2011 or 2015, so I was well around. But that was definitely towards the end of my Disney Channel personal era. And I liked it in the first season or two, so like 2011, 2012, I liked it. After that, it got kind of, the point of it, like, towards the end, like, all the actors got older, and they very clearly didn't need a babysitter anymore. So the whole point of the show was kind of weird because Jesse wasn't even doing that much in the last half of the series. But the first 2 seasons were really nice, so I'm going to put it at like a C+, B- range. Not really sure which it would go into off the top of my head. Next one. Suite Life on Deck, that's A. It's not S just because it was of what came before it. If this was a standalone show, I might put it at S, but because of what was done with the characters before it, I have to put it at A. Now, I'll get to Suite Life of Zack and Cody because it's damn well going to be on this list at another point, but Suite Life on Deck came after Suite Life of Zack and Cody, 2008 to 2011. Personally, when it first came out, I was like, this show's going to be dumb. I don't want to watch it, but it was great. It was really good. It did well with the characters. The Sprouse twins still did really well. All the characters developed well, and they aged well, and they just kept doing the development and the jokes well, and they brought in old characters for special little events. They had great crossovers on this show. My God. Like, crossovers is going to come into play on this list a lot, but Suite Life on Deck had amazing crossovers. It's a solid A. Austin and Ally, 2011 and 2016, so this is still pretty it only stopped being. They only stopped production 3 years ago, so still pretty fresh. I liked it the first couple seasons, but then I just found myself getting really bored with it because if you think about it, there's only so many topics you can explore. Especially this is like not even close to the first Disney Channel show about a famous singer. Now, this is the first show to have the element of the shy songwriter thing, which that got extinct really quick because I think it was like the season 1 or season 2 finale where Allie got over that fear. And then the rest of it was just, oh, Bucks game just tipped. The rest of it was just like them splitting up and going on their own, and it wasn't good. So I'm gonna put it at B for now, because the first 2 seasons are pretty nice. I'm gonna move Jessie up to B too. Gravity Falls S. Oh my god, this show is great. Now, 2012 to 2016, that's a 5-year span. But there was only 2 seasons. They spread it out so much. But it was great. The overall story was great. It's everything you want in a cartoon and everything you want in a show. You can watch it, just if there's a random episode on, you can watch it and not be lost. It'll still be interesting, it'll still have a story, it'll still be funny. But you can still binge it and it makes sense because there's a long overarching story. The characters are interesting, the interactions are done extremely well. The ending was sad. I still remember the day I watched the ending. And it was really like 2016, 3 years ago, it hit me. Like, that was sad. That happened. It was a little weird how they just kind of left. And they could have had... There's so much left in this show. I feel like this show could have gone longer. But it didn't, and it's still great, so it's an S. But, like, this show has so much more potential. Like, they could easily make another one. I don't know what that show is. Flash Forward? I don't know what the fuck that is. Good Luck Charlie, that's probably an A. 2010 to 2014, I thought it ran longer than that, but it was a really good show. I mean, for what it was really nice. Like, unlike Austin and Ally, because the baby, Charlie... I'm assuming that you guys know what all these shows are about. But if you don't, Good Luck Charlie was about, like, a 6-person family. And the main character, Teddy, played by Bridget Mendler, was making video diaries for the newborn Charlie so that she can survive the crazy family when she gets older. Now, unlike Austin and Ally, because Charlie, the kid, did get older. I think at the end of the show, she was like 6 or 7. She was a normal child, right? She could understand the videos at that point. She didn't need to make them anymore. But they evolved. They had another baby. They made a movie. They did so many other story plot points that just didn't revolve around Charlie. Like, they evolved with the show, and that makes it a good show. It's an A. Sunny with a Chance, fuck. 2009, 2011. Not very good. I like the 2. Their real names are like Michael and Doug. I don't know what their show names are. It was good. Not really, actually. It wasn't. I don't know why I said that. But that was, yeah, it wasn't really that good. I'm gonna put it at D, though. It's just nothing exciting or, like, outgoing about it. It wasn't good. I don't know, those 2. Phineas and Ferb S. Come on, man. 8 years of running a TV show. 8 or 9. 2007, 2015. So 8. Jeez, that premiered when I was 5? Oh my god. Wow, but that's a great show. Come on, man. It ran for so long, and they didn't run out of ideas. Those creators, I stand by this, are so creative and so talented at what they do. Like this, and in a cartoon, you don't have to worry about, like, time constraint. Like, no other Disney Channel show has run for 8 years. Because a bunch of other them are, like, live-action sitcoms. You can't have, like, Good Luck Charlie, for example. By the end of it, 8 years, all of them are adults, and Charlie's in middle school. That's not fun. This show went on forever, and it was so good. Every episode had a song, which made it so unique. And, like, there weren't bad songs either. Like, I still get the song stuck in my head every day. The I Ain't Got Rhythm song. Let me find that shit, because that was good. Like, every episode had a song, and they did so many good events, like the Star Wars movie, the Marvel movie. Like, everything about this show was so good. Like, the characters, I can't type in thing. Phineas and Ferb are so individually good as characters, and the point, Ferb not talking was such a funny element to it, and all of the characters worked so well together. And yeah, there were people who say it's repetitive, but it worked. It was still good and funny to the point where, like, literally the plot of every show I can explain of every episode I can explain at once. Phineas and Ferb build a device that their sister wants to get them busted for, but this dude named Dr. Doofenshmirtz builds an inator, which Phineas and Ferb's pet platypus Perry stops, and eventually the inator makes the big invention that Phineas and Ferb made go away, and the mom never catches him. That's the part of the show. It's literally every episode, but every episode makes it good. And they had so many original songs like this.
So you're saying that you don't
Ever made
have...
on TV. Girl Meets World, a lot of my, I was talking to my friends today about this, and they liked it a lot. I didn't. I watched it a little bit, and in my opinion, they chose the wrong person to be the main character. Like, I get why they did it, but, like, Sabrina Carpenter as an actress is much more talented than the actual main character of that show. That's nothing against Rowan Blanchard, but, like, I think they got the casting wrong on that, and they made it so eccentric and so extra. I never really liked it. I don't know, Famous Jet, some of the shit's from, like, the late 90s. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, come on. In my opinion, best live action show they've ever made. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is what I grew up on. 2005 to 2008. Holy shit, dude. You gotta be kidding me. This was like the first show I remember ever watching on Disney Channel. Like when I got off of like Disney Junior or Playhouse Disney as it was called back in the day. This was my shit. This is what I grew up on. This is like, hey, those little kids look like me, because my hair used to be about their length when I was little. It was like, hey, those little kids look like me. And unlike Liv and Maddie, these are actually twins, which adds a whole better element to it, to where, like, this isn't just the same person shooting the scene 2 different times. Like, this is an actual twins. It was funny. Like, I can watch an episode right now today, and it's still funny, and it's still entertaining to me. The laugh track, obviously, with every Disney Channel show is going to get out of hand, but, like, all the classic memories that this produced, and everything. This is why Sweet Life on Deck, which is a great show, is only an A and not an S, because this show was so good. It's another thing like Gravity Falls, where you can just watch an episode that's on TV and be entertained and laugh. You can also binge it, and there's, like, not necessarily an overarching story to the level of Gravity Falls, but there's still, like, a story overall, and there's still development that you can see in the characters, and it's just so good and so funny and so nostalgic. It's one of the best. Okay, I know I just said that's the best live-action show Disney's ever made. Wizards of Waverly Place is up right now, so that's definitely contesting for it. That's an A or an S. I mean, talk about a classic. I mean, Selena Gomez is one of the biggest stars in the world right now. She started here. Like, this show was it was really good. This was much more like Gravity Falls and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody's, that there was a much more overarching story. There were plot points that got revealed throughout this thing. And obviously, the whole thing was funny, and wow, it ran for a long time, 2007 to 2012. So that was, like, right defying the age limit of Disney. But yeah, it was a great show. I remember it being so funny, and so just, I can pick it up and watch whenever. Tale of the Future. I don't know what that is, but it comes up on every list I look up. But I never watched it. The Proud Family. Another thing that comes up on every... Oh! Now that I'm looking at the picture, I know what this is. I never watched it, but I remember it being, like, on the guide. The Proud Family. Hannah Montana, another classic. I mean, I never watched it because I was in that stage, 06, 2011. Like, that's a girl show. That's a girl show. Why are you watching a girl show? So I never really watched it that much. But, like, from what I've heard and what I've watched recently, and also back then when I was like, let's see what this is. It's not bad. It's like a B or an A, and it's a classic, like... What's like a classic Disney Channel show? This is one of the best there was. Kim Possible, that's an A. Another great cartoon that's like Gravity Falls, but less. You can watch it anytime. It's funny. The characters are good. There's good action, great action. And she's a badass. There's also like plot points that get revealed. The villains have like 2-parters and everything. That's So Raven. I didn't really watch that ever. But I did watch the crossovers, which made me watch it later. Like, there's a new show that was on called Raven's Home. That show wasn't that good, but then that made me watch That's So Raven. And acting is not bad. The story's pretty good. The concept is kind of funny. And yeah, it's a solid show. Not one of the best, but I don't know what Even Stevens is, but I'm not going to do anything. Lizzie McGuire, I have no clue. Other shows I want to talk about, Dog with a Blog fucking sucks. The concept is dumb. A dog can talk, and what does he do? Runs a blog. But no one's allowed to find out that the dog can talk, or else he can get arrested or go back to the lab. It was so dumb. And everything except, like, the older brother sucked ass in that show. God, that show was awful. Everything was bad. Kicking It, I watched a lot of Kicking It yesterday. And I gotta say, that's a really fucking good show, dude. Like, all the characters played their roles well. Point where, yeah, there's, like, the stereotypical, like, there's this guy, he's good at everything. There's this guy, he's a nerd and is into nerd shit. There's this guy, he's like the ladies' man, but he's not really a ladies' man, he sucks. And there's this other guy who's just here to make jokes and smile. Oh, there's this really cute girl. And there's Hannah Montana's brother is the sensei. Like, yeah, those are stereotypical roles. But the show is still good, the actors still play it well. And it was just a really entertaining show to watch, and the concept was good. Like, the actor Leo Howard, as a kid, he can fucking actually do that shit. Like, he wasn't just like, they didn't just put a stunt double, small adult in to do the flips and kicks. That was actually him. That was an actual 13-year-old kid doing flip kicks. That's impressive. That's just adds another level of greatness to that show of how good it was. And it was funny that, like, even, I was watching it yesterday, and a lot of those jokes still hold up as being funny. And the laugh track and the music in that does go a little over even what average Disney is, which is already pretty high. Well, yeah, like, it was a great show. What do I say? What's another show? Andy Mack is on right now. I can't really say anything about that, because I don't like it. But if I say that, everyone's going to say I'm homophobic, which I'm not. Probably shouldn't have said that at all, but hey, it's there, and I'm doing this one take like all of my videos because I am a man of the people. And Disney Channel makes really good shows and is a big part of mine, and I'm sure your childhood as well. So if you want to see me make other tier lists or go more in depth about any of these shows that I mentioned today, leave that down in the comments below. Oh my god, this is a 17-minute, 18-minute video. And for the campaign, I'm going to be using this song that I used in the beginning of this video for all of my campaign videos, intro, and probably outro too. So I'm just going to play it again as I walk away, and then, yeah, have a good day, leave comments down below, like, and get ready for the next video whenever that comes.